Folks, it's feeling a little like summer here today.
Mm-hmm.
It's feeling like the middle of summer.
The end of summer.
The end of summer. And why is that, E-Man?
Because we got motherfucking notorious AUG, the man himself, August in the building today.
August in the building,
today,
man.
That's right.
We in the building. Thanks for coming in, August. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, appreciate y'all having me, for real. I haven't seen y'all boys together since like high school.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. 10 years? That's 10 years going, right?
At least 9, because 10 years next year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 10 years will be next year for us.
I don't know. Damn, that's crazy. You going to go to a reunion?
Is there a reunion?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who was our ASB president in 2014?
Was it Sarah Passett?
I don't know. You got me.
August, you probably have the better knowledge than I think either one of us, so you might know.
I mean, I knew she was a valedictorian. That's kind of all I remember. That shit.
That's cool. I don't even remember that.
I don't think they're going to do it.
I don't even remember what day we graduated.
It was somewhere in June.
It's June. It's June.
It had to be June. Like, yeah.
It had to be. But yeah, August is here. Obviously, as you can tell by this fantastic cold open, August has been a friend of us for a long time.
That's right.
We've known August since the early days of the high school career. Again, as everyone that comes on this podcast, we have some ties with them in high school one way or another.
It's always
for now.
Lakewood, good old Lakewood.
Go Lakewood, but
go Wood.
What we always say, man, that just proves to show that we bred motherfucking stars in our high school, man. I mean, none of the other lame shit from those other high schools like Milliken, trash. Wilson, trash.
Preppy.
Cabrillo, trash.
There's some good folks.
Jordan.
We said don't talk trash about Cabrillo.
I got some ones in Cabrillo.
Pauly. They actually
they got some.
They got some hitters.
They pumping out. They kind
of breed some.
The superstars. It's the athletic stars.
They're different over there.
They definitely different. I went to college with Jordan Bell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
We didn't really talk that much though.
No.
Nah.
I feel like he was busy doing.
He was busy hooping.
Yeah.
Getting the ring.
Sports. Doing real big things. Yeah.
Facts.
I ran against Juju Smith in track.
Oh yeah, we played against him freshman year too for football.
Yes.
Did you beat him?
Did I beat? No, I was in last place.
Oh, okay. I
was?
just had to ask.
Hey man, you never know.
No, yeah.
I thought I said get him in the combine right now.
I would not be doing the podcast in the garage if I was beating Juju Smith in high school track and field.
Hey man, this could be a passion project.
I would have. Well, you would have heard my name in more places than just on this podcast. Let's just say that. But yeah, so fuck it. Sorry, sidetracked. Known August for a while. Good friend of ours. For the people that don't know, August, how would you like to explain yourself to the people of the world?
I would just say I'm a creative, so I do both film and music, and also I'm trying to do draw and animation. I do graphic design stuff, so I just want to encompass the whole thing of being an artist. That's why I would like describe myself, but realistically, I'm just a chill ass nigga. End of the day,
that's what we love to hear, man. That's what this podcast is for.
That is true.
Just being chill and. Sorry, E-Man, but...
Yeah, sorry. I can't say that word.
You have to sit on that.
You chill as brother.
There it is.
You all homies at the end of the day.
But yeah, no. So yeah, we brought August here because he's definitely a guy who has a lot going for him.
That's right.
You got a lot of knowledge and creative energy under your belt. So we definitely want to pick your brain and kind of just go through the transitions and see where it all came from.
Pick away, man.
And and see what the future holds. But outside of school, because we love talking about school on this podcast. But
this is a school podcast.
Hey,
this is a school podcast. Yeah,
is the glory days. This is becoming just a podcast about us reminiscing about high school, which is probably not the best topics to talk about.
Hey, I'm down to get into it because I only talk about high school stuff with like Troya still, because me and her still kick it.
Nice.
So we always talk about high school, but I always like to get other people's opinions about. The high school experience.
All right, fuck it. Yeah, let's just
this is
run
how we're getting in.
Half the podcast. Let's just run it. All right,
fuck it.
What do you want to talk about?
Okay. First question I like asking people.
Okay.
Is like, who do you still kick it with outside of like the immediate high school friends? because I would say for me, I probably still got like a couple homies that I still like talk to on a regular basis, couple acquaintances, and some people I'm like, damn, what are they doing? No,
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we're not from some bumfuck town, so we had a high school of
Thousands.
4,000 people, right? So it's kind of hard to keep tabs on everyone that you ever met through high school, but yeah, I mean, for the most part at this point of my life, it's mostly just this guy, and you know the people we've had on the podcast, Big Dollar Derek.
That's right. Mr. Kyle, KP5.
KP.
Oh, what's he doing, bro? I haven't seen him since Sal's baby shower.
Oh no, he ignores me too. So I don't know.
But yeah, no. So that's really like, for me at least, that's like probably the people I talk to every day from high school. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, it's mostly just everyone I follow on Instagram, everyone who's got on the pod, Mo, Quincy. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely
there's a lot of people we still keep in touch with.
There's still a lot of people, and it's I don't know. Some people some people have very like differing opinions about that. Some people be like, "Oh, it's corny to still like hang out with like your high school friends."
How is that corny?
It's probably because they went to a shitty high school and had shitty people that they were friends with in high school. That's all I can think of.
Why they wouldn't talk to their old
exactly.
friends.
Why it's like once you get out of high school, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna like just drop everything from there, and they go to college or whatever. But like I know people who are like, oh yeah, like fuck my high school, like never like I had either had a bad time in high school or just for whatever reason just want to like not have that as a part of their life anymore. But But I mean, I don't know. For me personally, I mean, at least you can tell from the podcast, everyone we have is either from, like I said, from high school or someone that we know that went to high school with us. And yeah, everyone who I know from high school and have been friends with have all been really cool people. So I mean, I enjoy all my.
You can't relate to that sentiment.
I can't. Yeah, no, I personally can't.
I agree. Like for me, like I talk to a lot of people. Like even if the main people I talk to though is like Tyson, Derek, Kyle, you know, the little main core.
The high school homies, for real, yeah.
But like,
Isaiah
yeah, come on now.
Forgot about that.
Bro. I'm about to call you out on it.
I almost forgot about you, brother. Don't worry. I got you in here. Don't worry. I forget about you.
No, but yeah, like all of them. And then like I hit up people on Instagram or like I see their story. I'm like, oh shit, like that's cool. Or like, oh damn, I didn't know you're doing that. You know, like people I'm still chill with. Like I never had that bad connection with anyone.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm gonna hit you up even if like we haven't talked in however many years, but I'm gonna keep that same energy that I did with you. Like way back when. Yeah, exactly. So like I'm cool. Like I talk to a lot of people. I don't know if I can name them all. I'm sorry if I don't name you.
You're still loved, you know.
Exactly.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no. I think my main core friends were like even through college was like still my high school friends.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't relate to how people cut people off. Like that's ridiculous.
That seems corny to me.
Yeah, some people, like I said, have different lives, man. You learn from a lot of different people. But yeah, what about you?
I still kick it with Troy is probably the main person. Sometimes still kick it with Austin Fett. Jessica Scroggins for sure. Sal, I love Sal. He's my guy. We still go. Well, we known each other since we were in diapers.
Okay.
That's probably my main people I hang out with on a daily basis, but I still talk to like most people on the baseball team, some folks on the football team, and then here and there, like Troy will bring somebody up, I'm like, oh yeah, how you been? Or you see somebody in the grocery store like, oh yeah, bro, how you been? Dap it up type stuff.
Okay. You like those conversations?
Some. I do.
Oh, bro, you know, sometimes I'd be like, hey, how's it going? It's like the same thing. It's like, hey, how's it going? Like, long time no see.
Yeah, haven't seen you in a minute, dog.
And then it's like, all right, bye. Like, the awkward bye is the worst part for me.
Because it's like, you want to follow it up? Yeah. Like, should we kick it? Or you like, nah.
It's like, oh, you busy? All right.
Cool,
I gotta
thank
go.
you.
Sorry.
Didn't really want to hang type shit. Yeah.
My milk is about to spoil. Gotta keep pushing.
Gotta go, man.
Keep pushing. Sorry, my man. Can't let the milk stay out for too long. Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. We enjoy talking about high school on this podcast.
High school was fun.
Because we had good experiences in it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like, I think we all had good experiences. So I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, me either.
Nah.
But But okay, enough. Sorry, sidetracked again.
All right.
But yes, outside of the high school things, from what I've known of August, right? You played sports a lot. You played sports in high school. But then it was after high school was when, at least I personally, found out that you were doing music and stuff.
Yeah, because you were a gateway to the music too.
So,
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Did he tell you the story?
No, that's story time now.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. What was your introduction into starting music? Why did you want to get into music? And what kind of music do you do?
All right, so the very start, I had been doing music before high school. I started doing music in second grade, actually. I started playing piano.
Okay, perfect.
So I went to a Baptist school. We taught all the ABCs and stuff in terms of music. So I did piano, and then we also had handbells, which is like the most random instrument to ever play.
The six
That's what
line
they
up
do
and just
for Christmas.
Ding, we did that.
Sick.
My parents hated that. We had a recital every year, and they're like, I can't believe they have y'all doing this. This is so bad. But regardless, started doing piano as a kid, and then I think when Studying Is a Habit, you guys remember that song came out like in 06? That's when I started rapping. I do hip hop and R&B and stuff. But I started rapping then with my brother. So we started rapping together, and also we hid it from my mom because our mom didn't like rap music at the time.
Oh, okay.
So just doing that on the low until high school when we started getting iPhones. When the iPhone came out, that changed everything because y'all remember the T-Pain app back in like 2009?
Yeah,
The voice changing.
The voice changing, the auto-tune.
That
That changed the game. So I was making songs on that, and then when they had the little earpods with the microphone in it.
Oh, that's when, yeah.
Yeah, so I started rapping in my closet, making even more and more music. I pirated Logic way back in the day.
Okay.
And Fruity Loops.
even better.
But I couldn't learn how to make beats. I was trash at making beats. So I'm trying to figure out how to do my audio stuff. Beats is so hard, dog.
So hard.
It's so hard. And then eventually, let's fast forward to end of high school when I found out that this man DJ'd. And I got the opportunity to do a show in Anaheim. And I was like, you know what? Let me hit up my bro Tyson, see if he wants to DJ my first ever show. So Tyson was my DJ for my first ever show back in Anaheim in like 2014.
I was there, yeah.
Yeah, man. We did a shot in the parking lot. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, from what I think so.
Yeah, because it was a rap group of me, my brother, and my brother-in-law. Or not technically my brother-in-law, but it's easier to say he's my brother-in-law type shit. So we were in a rap group. Tyson was our first DJ. We had our one of our only performances as a group because we slowly broke up once I went to college.
Oh, okay.
But that was the beginning. And then once I got to college, I doubled down the music tip. So I found a recording studio, stopped recording myself, and then started doing it again like nowadays. And just took it one step at a time. And now we're doing shows and on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that, and making connections with homies who are actually doing way, way bigger things than I'm doing right now. But it's a process,
Of course, man. Of course. No, that's
as y'all could probably attest to your own. This is the process right here.
It's a process.
We're starting the garage, and then come up to our own
We're
studio.
gonna get a Netflix documentary on us, and every single guest that we bring on, because we know that they're gonna do big things.
1,000%.
So we gonna make them pay for the footage. So
yeah. You want vocal clips? You gonna have to pay us each $100K. $100K a minute for vocal clips.
And don't do no AI and copy my bro's voice, bro. You gotta use their voice specifically. No AIs.
Yeah, it's okay. I stutter too much for AI to do that properly. It would sound too professional. This is too good. Tyson he can't do that.
This man was doing it, and see, I can't even speak either.
Yeah,
AI can't copy me either.
Exactly. We're too good. We're AI proof. AI proof. Can't copy this flow.
Hell no.
No, that's funny though. That Studying in a Habit was a influence to your life, because I also was heavily influenced by Birdman and Wayne back in just a young age. I remember this is such a side story, it has nothing to do with what I want to talk about, but it brought it up. And
go through with it, bro.
I remember we were in middle school, and yeah, we had like a a class project where every project that you had to do with like friends or something was like, cool, we're gonna make a music video.
Oh yeah.
And it was just you would just make music videos for like every school project was like we're gonna make a music video.
Yeah.
So I remember me and my friends made a music video for I don't even remember what song it was. It was like something off like the Drought 3.
The Drought 3 is my God.
We would we were in middle school just like doing this like drive-bys with cardboard box like cars and like it was so ridiculous. It was, 'cause I think we were like learning how to use like iMovie in the class.
Oh,
and they were like come up with like a skit or something. So we were like, cool, we just made a music video, and that's just where I wanted to go with that story.
I'll piggyback off that. Every single time in high school, we had a project where it's like either write an essay, do a movie, or do a music video.
Yep.
I always chose the music video. I remember freshman year, I did a music video with, it wasn't a music video, it was actually a film. I did with Alonzo Lugo, if y'all remember him, Melissa Harvey, and 2 other people. And then it was for bio. Did y'all take bio with Miss Bobo?
I did, yes.
No.
We had AP bio.
I think I remember
Senior year.
I think I remember these videos.
I still have it on my computer.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
I still have it.
That's a deep cut.
Deep cut.
Bro, we looked so young back then. Like, there's no way we were in high school. We looked like we were 11.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we looked so childish.
Yeah.
But for AP bio, like senior year, I did that whole song on like mitosis. A whole like 3-minute and 30-second song to like, I forget what beat it was, but the entire song was like all about mitosis and cell mutations and stuff like that.
No, I definitely remember. I definitely remember that in class because I remember we had to do that. I don't remember what I did. Obviously, it wasn't a music video, else I would have remembered. Actually,
it might have been.
It might have been
because there's only 2 people who did music videos that year. I think it was me and somebody else. So it might have been you, bro.
I don't remember.
I don't remember one music video.
What done it. Yes, I know you keep looking at me so fucking.
I'm just
hey, break it
down. The goddamn story.
Please tell me the story, dog.
You keep looking at me.
All right. So we had to take a Spanish class. Like it was me and a couple friends, and we're in the class together. They say make a music video,
right,
using Spanish. Mm-hmm. So we ended up doing it. We didn't speak Spanish the whole video, first off. We just played the song that was in Spanish, and then we're just acting it out. And then you got Tyson, Solo.
I wasn't even in the class.
You weren't, but you were part of it.
Yeah, they were just like,
that's a down-ass homie right there.
Yo, we just need you for
So, yeah, I mean, we all chilled out like at the same house, like hung out after school, whatever. And then, bro, Tyson's video... He could have made something with some acting and all that.
Hey man,
so trash.
I'm about to bring it up later.
We can still find
you could probably find it.
I have it saved.
Oh, you have it?
I have it saved.
Why do you say it like that?
Batman Boys. Like, come on.
Yeah. Do you remember what song it was?
It was Chris Brown's. Don't Judge Me? Yeah, Don't Judge Me.
Oh my God.
It was Chris Brown's Don't Judge Me, but in Spanish.
But in Spanish version?
Because the project, I remember, because the project, no, actually, I was in the class.
Senora.
It was Brummel's class, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I was in the same class as you, but I
just remember you're in the video.
Exactly.
Either way,
I remember I also got graded on it. Because I remember we got a C on it.
Oh, because y'all didn't speak Spanish the entire time.
She was like,
it was very entertaining.
You put in the effort to do something, but you guys did not follow the directions at all.
God damn.
Yes. So I don't. Maybe we were in the same class, but
I think it was
just
a
remember,
collaboration thing.
Yeah, I think I might have asked. I was like, hey, like, all my friends are in the other class in your same period. Like, we all had the same project. I had to do with them, and she was probably just like, yeah, but yeah, I definitely remember I remember I was the only one in class, and I remember because I was the only one in the class when she showed it because I was by myself.
So you took all that all this on you.
Or on me.
Damn.
Come on, you gotta admit it was good. It was good.
Looking back,
we had different locations. We had different settings.
The production value was probably crazy.
Production value,
it was crazy. It was mad embarrassing now being a solo in class when everyone just looking at you, being like,
"Hey man, y'all gotta drop it on Patreon or something."
Oh, speaking of
exclusive,
yeah, that would be crazy. I guess. Yeah, we'll put it on there.
There it is.
If you can dig it out.
I got it. I'll find it.
Graves.
Yeah, I got it. Believe me.
The archives.
It's on my recent search.
That's crazy.
That would be insane.
That's crazy. So I can watch it every night before I go to bed. Just remember the good old days.
Glory days right
remember
there.
I actually threw football over those mountains. But all right. Whew, that was fun.
I know.
Sorry for that.
We keep going back to high school, man.
It's so fun to talk about.
It's bad.
It's so fun to talk about, man.
So growing up, learning to play the piano, were you ever into doing like singing or anything over, or you were just mostly focused on playing instruments at that age?
1,000%. If I could sing, I would have been a singer. I mean, I'm teaching myself now, and my cousin is teaching me because she's actually a singer.
Okay.
But way back then, I'm like, if I could sing, fuck all this rap shit, I'm going to be the next Luther Vandross. Like, I'll be the next Chris Brown because I love singing R&B. But I have a distinct memory on why I didn't pursue that. My homie, Drew, he's still my best friend. We was in my parents' room watching it was Neo. It was, what song was it? I think it might have been 1 in a Million. Okay. And I was singing along. He looked at me crazy. It's like, bro, shut up. You don't sound good. I was like, okay, I just internalized that for years.
Oh, dude, he hit you with that. Who sings this song? Keep it that way.
Yeah, right, exactly. He hit me with that. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to turn to my R&B card.
Oh.
But yeah, I had aspirations of singing. I just didn't know how to go about it, which is funny. You just sing the keys you're playing on the keyboard, and you sound good.
Yeah, that's what I figure. I mean, I have no musical instrument talent at all, so I wish I could play an instrument, but I know when you're playing the piano, you kind of learn not how to sing, but you get how singing works by playing. Playing the piano. And then, so you're getting into raps. When you were starting out, let's say after high school. So when the Wood was forming, or when you guys came together did the group, how was the process of working with a group? I think you're the first person we've had so far that has like group experience. Everyone we've had mostly has been like solo artists. So like being in a group dynamic as compared to being a solo artist, how is your work dynamic different?
You would think it would be easier, but since none of us knew what we had to do, like it felt like, at least at the time, that I was doing everything because I was the youngest. So I was the most in tune with how to do things, and I was the one who had the logic on his computer, the Fruity Loops, who knew how to kind of work things. So it was like, okay, August got us covered. I was like, can y'all put in some work, please? We can make this more of a group effort. Yeah. But I think if everybody's on the same page and on the same knowledge wave, like, you would get things done exponentially faster.
Yeah.
And you also, I think the group dynamic would be different because you can rely on people. And that was at least one thing on why it didn't work, is because I thought I had to do everything myself. So like this whole team was on my back, and I was also out of state for college. I'm like, I can't, y'all have to record yourself somehow. I don't know how this is going to work. And eventually I'm like, I'm just going to put out a project and see what happens. And then they were also older than me, so I'm like, maybe I can get away with doing a solo project and come back. The plan was always to come back, but when I came back, they're like, nah, the time's kind of passed. We're not young guys no more.
Yeah, they hit you with it, bro. I got bills to pay.
I got bills. I got girlfriends. Like, it was too much for them.
No,
but
I get you.
You may have something in the works.
Oh,
I would hope so.
Cool.
You heard it here first.
That's cool.
Well, let's talk about your journey then, because I know you went from the Wood to AJ to now August.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that journey. Like,
okay. So after I left the Wood, I want to go AJ because back when I first went to Lakewood, I thought I was going to reinvent myself from middle school. The people like, oh, I'm going to go to college and be a whole new different person. Like,
I tried that, didn't work.
I tried that in high school too. So like, I thought I would go to high school and just be like, oh, my name's AJ. Like, don't even call me August. And that shit didn't work because I'm like, that don't feel like me.
Oh, okay.
So I tried it again with music. I'm like, I'll just go by AJ because I feel like it'll be easier to separate myself from the art. Okay. And then like everybody's calling me AJ for music that was like really close friends. I'm like, that's weird. Why don't you just call me by my actual name?
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, why not just own it? And so that's why I transferred just my actual name. I'm like, at this point, I'm living my music through my life. I want to be a full-fledged artist. It's kind of like me putting my foot down.
This is who I am kind of thing.
Also, it's very hard to find AJ on Spotify Apple Music. Like if you look for
AJ Raphael, that's the first one that came up to mind.
Yeah, but he has Raphael at the end. If you just have AJ, you know how many AJs? Ali and AJ was like top 3 that pops up.
I bet. Yeah.
So like you would never find me unless I blew up from like TikTok. So I'm like, let me just change my name. There's not too many people like my name, except there are. So I added a period at the end of my name.
Gotcha.
That's a solid name. I mean, like, I'll roll with it. I think it's better because like it has more of a ring to it, at least to me. Like,
I mean, yeah, like every time, you know, in the summertime, you think about August, so it makes more sense when you think about AJ, unless you talk about Ali.
Bars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Make that the clip right there. Make that the clip.
Not even trying.
Hey, man, it's what I do.
You guys want to know a secret?
What is the secret?
In middle school, I used to be in a quote-unquote band, right?
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
With who?
I have some friends from middle school. And we had to think of a name for our band.
All right.
We had a name. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I was trying to like come up with like other names. I was like, I don't know, this is not gonna work. Like, we gotta be something better. In August, what's the name I came up with?
What?
He's trying to steal your.
Stole my whole flow, word for word, bar for bar. That's crazy.
For this band's name, but like I said, I had no musical instrument talent, and realized I was like, "What the fuck am I doing?" So then that fell apart.
I mean, at least you had the great idea of August, though.
Yes,
that's your footprint.
I was like, this has a ring to it. I can see it. I figured it out. So yeah, I the name is very what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's easy enough to where like you're like, okay, like I can repeat this and like talk about it as music. Like I heard about this artist August or this band. Like it the name August has a very like strong. It's a strong sounding name. I think that's
it
what the
is.
word I'm
Thank you,
looking
Mom.
for.
It is.
Of course.
And I think it sounds like something. Like it's the same way I think of like Jodeci. Like those are just their last names combined. Like that just sounds like something. So just having the name August as your group band, it sounds like something.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's my little fun fact for the podcast.
I didn't know that. Wow,
Well, he has musical talents. He was a DJ. He had a band.
I know, right? I know.
He didn't know none of this.
I don't know anything about music. So
You was a whole DJ, dog.
Yeah, I don't know anything about music.
Putting songs together is not what music is. You know BPMs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what songs for the.
But when I was a child,
I was about to bring you back into the game. That's what it is.
When I was a
I
child,
said, dog, you're a vibe curator. That is the whole point of a DJ is to be a vibe curator.
Yes, I could do that. I'm very good at curating.
It's the same thing with Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin said he don't know how to play any instruments. He does know how to sing, but he's one of the most legendary producers ever because he knows what vibes sound good.
He's fantastic.
And he curates.
He has no musical talent. Like that would be great for me. I'd be like, yeah, I want to do that. Just have no musical talent, but just have someone call me like, hey man, I'm recording an album, need your help. Just pull up, just set the mood, call it a day, go home.
That does sound like a dream job.
That's his fucking job. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I had no musical talent. I had a bass guitar, and I was like, I don't even know chords. So I was just like,
just fingering.
Yeah, I was exactly. And I was just like, every time we had something that sounds good, they're like, okay, do that again. I'm like,
can't do it.
I forgot it.
We got to record live. I'm 12 years old. We got to record this live. And that's fucking it.
That's it.
So, yeah, obviously.
I'm ready to see some videos. I bet there's some home videos.
Nope,
there.
have none.
Damn.
No?
No, we just would go to my friend's garage because his dad was in a band.
Oh.
He was a drummer. So my friend was a drummer. I was on bass. And we must have had to have someone on guitar.
Was there a singer
vocals.
at least?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, no, we did have someone on guitar. We did not have a singer.
All instrumental.
That was just acoustic bands? That's crazy.
And then, we were like, fuck, we got to find someone to sing. So we had our friend, and we were like, hey, man, you might need to be the singer for us. So he's like, I can't sing. We're like, fuck it, we need someone.
Hey.
Because we were like, oh, let's be like a rock, like a new wave, like rock metal bands. Like you don't have to like sound good. You can kind of just like scream.
Oh yeah, you just scream to the mic and just.
Yeah, and that was the goal, right? That was our mission. Yeah, but yeah, that didn't work out. So.
Damn, that was during the era of like Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy.
Yes,
it was emo big, era.
It was big
the greatest era of.
It was big 98.7. Big 98.7.
Jack FM.
No.
Wait.
98.7 was
I swear that was Amp Radio.
That was Amp Radio.
Yeah, that was
and you
Amp.
listen to K-Rock and all that too then,
Yes.
huh? 106.7
Yeah, but it was
and all
it was
that.
more 98.7 because that was more like the new wave, like I don't even know what kind of genre of rock it was at that point. But yeah, it was kind of like the more like
Alternative stuff.
yeah, it was more alternative rock. There we go, alternative rock. That's what that was.
my favorite.
That was our
That was
goal.
a great era of music too.
It's never a phase.
Yeah, no, it was. It's not. It was fun, but yeah. So, okay, enough about me. In this.
I know. We can keep going on it.
Enough about me in this.
We brought you on to talk about you, sir.
Show us the musical talent.
Nah, good. I'm good. Man.
I think the funniest part about your story is when you talk about you didn't know chords. You don't play chords on bass. It's the funniest part.
See, I wouldn't even know.
You just play strings.
Yeah, wouldn't even know.
String it along.
Damn.
Would not even know. I would assume all stringed instruments are the same, but
I had to learn that the hard way.
that's why I became a DJ.
The vibe curator himself.
Yeah. But okay, so let's fast forward. Solo. AJ, you dropped a project under AJ, or your first official project was under August.
Okay, so I dropped 2 mixtapes under AJ,
Okay.
and I dropped an EP as August.
Okay.
Correct.
The difference is the 2 EPs, the 2 mixtapes were not that great. Now I look back. At the time, I was like, this is the hardest shit of all time. I'm getting signed to Young Money at like 17.
The fucking gold.
Hey, that's exactly what I thought. And that's what I thought when I was back in the woods. I'm like, I saw the Bedrock video and didn't understand that that's just a video. So I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers all live together in a house. Drake stays next to Nicki. Lil Twist is there. Lil Wayne somewhere walking around. I'm like, I'm trying to get signed to Young Money and stay in that house. That did not happen.
Before TikTok hype houses were a thing.
yeah.
My God, yeah. Before all that was an actual thing.
That's pretty crazy to think about. I didn't even think about that. The Young Money Bedrock video was the original hype house.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think about it.
That is kind of crazy to think about. I really thought that shit was real.
I don't remember it, to be honest.
You remember the Bedrock video? It's crazy.
It's
uncultured.
I am, as you could tell. Like,
that video is classic.
that'll make me watch it after. All right, so going into your thing. So you're a solo artist. You just dropped 2 recent things, I think I saw.
Oh, yeah. So
on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, I dropped 2 songs and directed my own video with my own camera.
That's right.
Which is the first time I did that. Because I'm like, the main reason I did that is because, like, 1, I'm like, I want to show my artistry. And 2, sometimes in the past with videos, I didn't like how they turned out. And I didn't know if that was just me or the director or there's, like, some conflicting, like, ideation. So I'm like, let me just cut the middleman out and see what I can do. And I can make things probably faster. It may not be better, but it's faster. It's more like my vision for things. So I'm pretty proud of those.
I watched it. It was pretty dope. I fucked with it. Like,
good.
I liked it a lot. Because, like, that's my, like, kind of style. Like, I don't know. It's very artistic.
Yeah.
In a way. But it's, like, also the way that you recorded it, like, I thought someone was literally just.
Oh, no,
like
I have my tripod, I have my
yeah,
camera.
he had everything set up. And oh my God, there's one bar that was like, I was like, oh my, I stopped the video. And that's when this fool spelled his name out.
Oh, yeah.
That was the hardest fucking thing. I was like, this is what? Like, oh shit. You remember off the top of your head?
A-U a G, but you ain't seen nothing like me before.
Bro, and it's spelled out on the. Ooh, shit, buddy. That shit was hard. I was like, I stopped the video and I rewinded and I was like, this man did not just hold on now.
Yeah, man.
No, but yeah, that one was dope. And then also, so that was Amphibian.
That was Amphibian. And the other one was the remix to SZA's Smoking on My X-Pac, which is one of the most fire songs on the album. And also, I'm in love with SZA.
Hey, I don't blame you. Me too.
She's incredible.
Shoot. Neither.
Man. She's
My
incredible.
girl's in love with SZA.
Ain't we all?
Ain't we all?
Listen. Cut the cameras. Gonna need an edit.
So aside from wanting to cut out the middleman for directing, do you have other do you want to direct for other people? Do you want to kind of just keep this as like this is my little thing for me to make my art, or is that something that you would want to like pursue as like a director?
I think I would like to pursue it too, because another thing that we just did was, so me and my best friend from college, we created a LLC for like our music and stuff, so Private Beach, and we recently shot a TV show pilot out in LA the other weekend.
Oh shit, man. We got a celebrity.
It's not. Congrats, we shot the TV show pilot, but we're gonna have to pitch it to like network television.
Yeah.
So we're trying to leverage like the connections that we know and like the networks that I work for right now, and use that to like, hey, you remember me? Here's something that if you give us some more money, we can make this a full thing on your network. Yeah. We made this for like X amount of dollars. Imagine if you gave us this amount.
The budget.
Exactly. So that definitely was a passion project, and also taught me like, damn, I could really do this outside of just my own, because I wrote a lot. Everything that I directed, I wrote.
Perfect.
So it's still my artistic vision, but I think if I were to get someone else's script, I could do that too. Because I'm like, it's super fun, guys. Like, it's dope as shit.
Make a movie. We're gonna have to make a show.
Hey, if y'all trying to be a part of the crew,
I mean,
let me know.
I'll be the stand-in. I don't care. I just.
If you have space for two beautiful podcasters on the show, come in.
See, we're trying to get a fucking studio space too, and I just talked to. I just went into like a 12-hour lockdown at a studio in. I forget the city. It's LA, but it's not like LA. It's kind of like. Oh, it's Glendale. It's Glendale. In the city of Glendale. And the dude's like, oh, yeah, I make studios. Why not? I'm like, oh, that's crazy because we're looking to make a studio eventually. He said, oh, yeah, just let me know. I'm like, if you need help partnering to make a studio, let me know. So, long story short, if we get that done and y'all need an official podcast space.
Yo.
Hey, man.
Yo. Listen.
You can get us out the garage.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a loyal motherfucker. And y'all my guys. So, like, if I can do something to help y'all out, let me know.
Of course, man.
August the man, dude.
No, that's
I'm trying to be.
I hear you.
Tyson gonna be messaging right after. Hey,
bud,
it's a studio bill yet? Yeah.
I know how you said you were looking for someone. We would like to inquire you for some business. But no, man, that's really good. That's awesome, man. No, that's really good. That is a fantastic way to go about it, though, and I think that is how you have to do it, especially with directing and producing something like visual media, right? Getting that extra set of budget is really important,
and it's very difficult.
And it is, exactly. But I mean, that's one of those things where, you know, just getting it done is a huge step, right? It's definitely that type of thing where it's like, oh, I want to, you know, get healthier this year. Like, I'll work out and I'll start that tomorrow, whatever. Like, right? Like, doing that one step just to, like, get to where you want to be. Bro, filming a pilot, I can't even imagine what the fuck that's like. Like, I would love to do...
process, man.
I would love to do... E-Man knows. We talk about it all the time. Like, I would love to, like, just do, like, one thing for, like, acting, right? Like, that would just be so fun.
Shit, bro. If you would have told me this before, you could have been in the show. We were looking for actors.
Oh, man. It's all good. It's all good.
We were looking for actors, and we had, like, a couple of homies just pull up. Because I didn't know if they could act or not. I'm like, hey, do you act? If not, it's all good. All you got to do is X, Y, and Z. And they pulled up. If I would have known that you wanted to get into it.
It's all good.
And now we know. Okay, so the second shoot, we got some more stuff coming down the pipeline.
Cool, perfect. I would love to.
We got to wait for the money to get right.
That's right.
It's fine.
No, but even for no money, I'll still do it, man. But yeah, no, it's one of those things, right, where it's like, oh yeah, like I would love to just try this thing out. Obviously, I'm like, yeah, but I just kind of keep pushing it off, right? But for you to say, you know, come up and get it actually done and have this thing to pitch. Huge step. That's a huge step.
Like, thanks, man. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate that, because it's like you said, like if you're starting like a workout journey, like you don't understand how far you come until you look back, and it's like that first step is crazy. Like I know you guys talked about like you guys want to do things like. Me and my homie were talking about that for like a whole year once we started the business. Like, oh, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. We're going to do this and that. And then like 6 months passed. Like, oh, yeah, remember when we talked about doing that? Yep. We didn't do shit.
Yeah.
So like
not happen.
When 2023 started, like, all right, we're going to officially do that. And then luckily we so happened to have a friend who does directing and videography, and he knows people. So the three of us came together. I don't know why I put 8 fingers up. But we came together and made something dope. Like whether it works out for us or not, like just the fact that we did this and it worked and it was a success just to get it together is the win of itself. Now when my money comes,
Yeah, man, we get to really do something.
That's why I'm throwing the 8 out. Hold on.
We really get to
once
party.
the 8 figures come, it's gonna be a whole different process. But right now, it's just accomplishment.
Can you divulge any information about what this show is about?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Okay,
perfect.
so the
Let's hear it.
show is essentially the best way I can describe it. It's Key and Peele meets Atlanta. So the whole basis of it is they want to show what it's like to be. It's about consumption of media and what effect that has on us. So like the whole basis of it is we want you to feel like you've been scrolling online for like 30 minutes. So it's gonna be the most off the wall, surreal stuff that you've seen, but it's also funny as fuck. And the genre would change, like Key and Peele, how every sketch, like sometimes it'd be a horror film and be shot like a horror film, or it's like someone in a diner, so it's like not that great shot and well lit. That's the whole point of it. But it's also supposed to be like weird and out there, like Atlanta is sometimes. So we have like 6 sketches. It's a sketch comedy show. We have 6 sketches. We filmed 4, and we're gonna save the other 2 for the next episode if we get enough budget. And they're funny as hell.
Yeah, let me be a standing, bro.
Hey,
Like, I would just love to be part of that whole process, man. Because first off, that's my kind of show. Like
Yeah,
that is
man.
my kind of fucking show. That
Okay.
sounds great. Secondly, I just want to see. I just want to be in it.
y'all can come through whenever y'all want. If you want to come to the table read when we got the next thing ready to go, just let me know. I'll definitely invite y'all to the I want to say listening party, but that's not music. The
Viewing.
viewing party, or what it's called.
Yeah,
I forget what it's
I
called.
don't remember.
But
Screening?
the initial screening. I'll let y'all know when that is.
That's awesome.
Currently, I'm editing it, and also my other homie's editing it.
Man does everything.
Yeah.
Goodness
Listen,
gracious.
it's cheap. It's cheap to do it yourself if you got it.
Exactly, and that's also again. I wanted to continue great accomplishments, but I wanted to keep talking to you about like just all the other stuff that you do. So obviously, directing is a big part, and then obviously, if you have to direct it, you got to edit it.
Yep.
How again, was that just something that you were like, oh, I don't want to pay anyone else to do it, so I'm just going to learn how to, like...
No. Absolutely. So I have a history in editing, and that comes from during COVID. I had a job as a YouTube, kind of what I do now for my job, but literally beforehand with edit that with a rapper. I'm not gonna give him no clout.
Okay.
With a rapper in Hollywood and whatnot. And during that time, I was posting for his YouTube. I was editing. I learned how to edit there. I knew how to edit before because like the music videos back in high school and stuff like that. I knew how to work iMovie, but this gave me the opportunity to learn how to use like Photoshop. I knew how to use Photoshop before, but like Premiere, I didn't have any basic on that. So I learned basic stuff there. And then when I got fired via text from that job, I'm like, okay, I got these skills now, so I'm gonna learn how to use it for my own benefit.
There you go.
So I got like Skillshare, and I also went to like YouTube University, where you can just learn anything.
That's the best university.
The best university,
Well,
right?
yeah, dude.
Man.
So I watched dummy videos on how to edit, how to do graphic design, and I got my shit like tight enough to like, okay, I can do this if I need to do this. It's not like my favorite thing to do, but it's fun, and if I put my mind to it, I know I can do things. So I'm like, if I give it enough time, it'll come out looking good. Even if it's shit now, like the first draft is gonna be shit, by the end it's gonna be like, oh, who did this for you? So I think everything is very figure it outable, especially in the day and age that we're in now. Like if you got YouTube and you got like a strong will, you can figure out what you want to do, at least creatively. I can't tell you can do like rocket science because math has never been my thing, but most things in life are very figure outable. You just gotta have the drive to do it.
Yeah, no, that's true. It is true.
So long story short, I taught myself.
There you go.
I get you. No, that's good. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to employ August for something. I don't even know what.
that.
I'm just gonna, like, we'll put him on the
He's
payroll.
executive producer right there.
I
at
just
this
put him
point,
on the payroll. Like, hey man, I
Whatever
don't know
y'all
what
need.
you can do, but just help us.
I got y'all.
Here's your salary.
Elevate.
I got some ideas.
Yeah,
We'll talk off camera.
We'll take them. But nah, man, that's cool. What do you enjoy most out of your extra curriculars? Editing, directing, graphic design.
I would say definitely music is the thing I love most. And it's crazy because I feel like music is probably the thing I'm the worst at. Which I know it sounds weird, but I think throughout my life I've been like pretty blessed with things. Like sports came naturally. I didn't have to try hard. Like if people thought I was good at sports, they should immediately look at my brothers, because my brothers actually had to try to get how good they were. I just kind of showed up and did my thing, and I was good enough to make it. So those things where I was good at, I didn't have a passion in. But music, I was ass at. I was ass from the jump, but I just like loved it so much. I'm like, I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah.
So now I can say I'm good. But if you saw me back when I made Stunning is a Habit, which is funny because it was going back to high school shit. It was literally a song about me going to Lakewood and being the nerdiest nigga at Lakewood and Merit Scholars. Like,
Oh, Merit Scholars.
yeah,
Oh my God. Bunch of cheaters.
exactly. That's the exact song I made. I'm like, okay, let's see if I still remember. I said, I'm a Merit Scholar student. That's the first bar. It said, if you think I cheat on the test, I correct you every time. There's diamonds on my chain, like stuff like that.
Okay.
Like it was literally the same flow as Mike Jones. Was Mike Jones that made that song?
Stunning is a Habit. I believe that was Birdman. No.
No, I think it's
Not Stun Like My Daddy. Stun is a Habit.
Is it Jones?
John?
No, not John Jones. He's the fighter.
John Jones. John Wall.
Nah, that's Paul Wall. He's from Texas. But regardless, Chris Brown was on the feature, and they took him off because the whole
David Banner.
David Banner. You're right.
Yes.
I stole David Banner's whole flow on that whole track. Didn't change anything up. Just changed the lyrics.
It's fine. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, man. Damn, what was you talking about?
Yeah, I don't fucking remember. We can talk about David Banner though.
I thought he was a Incredible Hulk. That's Bruce Banner when the song came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, you telling me that the Hulk's dropping the song?
Hulk is doing bars.
I was like, hey man, you never know.
Yeah. But no, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely know what it's like to try to just have your fingers in every aspect of your creative process. And it can be, tough and taxing. Feeling that like you're the only one who has like the ability to see what the end product is supposed to look like, and then doing whatever you can to get it out there. But then it's like, obviously being a human, you're like, fuck, well, I have other things to do. There's only so much time, and like you realize, I'm like, fuck, like I really want this one like edit to be like this, but like I can't get it because I just don't have the knowledge, or there's something that I just don't have to get it just like how I want it. So that's one thing for me that I've just kind of have had to learn, that where it's like I know that I can't do everything that I want to see produced. Like I just need to be able to express it to other people and be like, okay, this is what these are what my visions are, so I want this to happen. I'm gonna need someone else to help me with it though, because I know I can't do it all. But
that's literally how it started with music when I went solo. So I'm like, I put my pride to the side. I'm like, oh, I can do all this myself, but I couldn't engineer. I couldn't make beats. So I was like, I went to the nearest studio. I'm like, somebody help. Like I have these ideas. I know they're good ideas, but I can't execute them the way I want to because I just don't have the knowledge. So I think another skill in that is learning how to ask for help.
Exactly.
Like sometimes it's not even like, I wouldn't say humbling yourself. Sometimes it's like, just point me in the right direction. I'll figure it the fuck out. But just, if you can give me that knowledge, I'll make it shake. Like, I don't need all your time.
Exactly.
I just need 2 seconds for you to go that way. And I will go on my merry way and figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, I know you're a busy man. I just need to know, where did you learn this? And point me there, I'll figure it out. I don't need to bug you. I just want to know, how did you figure this out? Cool, perfect, done. Thank you for your help.
Let me jump off that. Did you know the Twitter thing was like, would you rather go to dinner with Jay-Z or choose the 50,000?
Yeah.
What would y'all choose?
Whew, damn.
I'm choosing the money.
Yeah, I'll probably choose the
I'm choosing the money.
Didn't they not talk about anything on that dinner?
I'm not sure if that dinner actually existed. Was it a real dinner?
So there have been a few like memes on Twitter about that. I think there might have actually been one. I don't know if it's with Jay-Z or there's another artist though who did do it. Or be like, oh, like, would you rather do dinner with me or someone?
Oh, that was Soulja Boy.
Yeah, Soulja Boy did that.
Soulja Boy.
Yeah, and they're like, nah, we'll take the money, bro. Like,
it killed my man.
We're like, we'll take the money.
Everybody chose the money. It wasn't even like $50,000. It was like $250 or something small, like $10,000. So like, oh yeah, I'm taking that money.
Yeah, let's take the money, bro.
But I feel like to our point of like, show me the way and I'll just go. I know Jay-Z has a quote where he's like, I don't like giving advice because what worked for me like 20 years ago may not work for you. So like most artists are very much confined into what they know work for them, but that's not the case for everybody. So, which is why I would like to take that money. But then again, a Jay-Z co-sign would do so much for my career.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting thing, right? Because so right now, as everyone on the podcast knows, like I'm on this journey right now for fitness, right? I wanna compete in a bodybuilding competition, right? Obviously, I play sports for the majority of my entire life. I know what exercise is and how to exercise and do all that stuff, right? Going to the gym for years, you kind of just see other people or you watch other people who, you know, have what you want and you're like, cool, I'm just going to follow what that person's doing. That person does this, they work out this body part on this day, they work out for this amount of hours, this many sets, they do this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all great and fancy. You can definitely do that. I did that for years. But that is for that person. That's what works for that person. Mm-hmm. That's how they got to that from doing that because that's what works for them. They probably did the same thing. They probably were looking at all these other people, but then they needed to find what worked for them. And that's what got them to where it is, right? Yeah. So that's now I am going through having like a coach. This is my first time going through something where I'm having a coach where it's a more tailored process to my personal being.
Specifically for you, yeah.
Instead of it being just like, okay, here's just an overarching thing that works. It might work better for you than it works for him. Either way, it's going to work at some point. But to like attain those like ultimate goals, like you ultimately need to find something that works for you. So yes, of course, right? You can have Jay-Z who has all the knowledge, fantastic knowledge of being a music artist, and he'll be like, oh yeah, like I know what works for me, but still providing some knowledge is still beneficial to people.
Yep.
But
1,000.
Finding what things work for you or having someone tell you, okay, like let me see what you have and having knowledge of seeing like, okay, this is what you do. This is what you're strong at. You need to work on this. You got to build this up, and this needs to come down, or like whatever it is. Like that is where I think a lot of like of the good coaching and stuff for people would come from. That's the only reason why I think most people, like if you see it in that way, taking $50,000 or having a dinner with someone, it's like you probably better off taking the money because again, you can learn from this person. They can tell you what works for them, and you're like, cool. If I emulate that whole thing. It might not work, or you might not get to the ultimate goal that you want. Like you'll get somewhere. Like it will give you some boost for a little bit, but it's not like
I said like 50,000, 500,000. You can figure it out with that type of money.
You can figure something out.
Right, somebody gonna work with you if you got that much money just lying around.
You can figure something out. Yeah, but yeah,
I didn't know you wanted the bodybuild, dog. It's crazy you bring that up because Troya's boyfriend is a coach and a bodybuilder.
Oh wow.
So I know you
this man knows everyone. This man is connected.
Listen, I try to connect people together because, like, I feel like that's the main thing that people don't do now. Like, people make it somewhere and they're like they want to hoard that information.
Of course,
but it's like if everybody had the information, like, where would we be right now? One thought I have, which is not like an original thought at all, but like, what if when Napster was around? What if the music industry adopted that and we had streaming way back in 2003 instead of us bunking shit and going LimeWire and FrostWire and stuff? Or what if the streaming age happened way back then? Where would we be right now?
Would have saved many a Dell PC.
Man, I get my shit. Gonorrhea syphilis trying to get the newest Lil Wayne track.
And it just happened to be Soulja Boy every time.
It was always Soulja Boy.
Always Soulja Boy.
And they just changed the name.
Every MP3 was just fucking Soulja Boy.
He's the godfather of the internet shit, though.
He is. I mean, you really don't understand how much influence he really did have on the world at that time. Like, it was...
But are you taking a dinner with him?
No, I'm not going to dinner. But it is, like, just looking back at it, you're just like, oh, this guy was, like, you know, he was doing something, and he was doing a lot.
He had hits, dog.
Yeah.
Like, he had undeniable hits. At least 6.
Yeah, at least 6.
At least 6. I had Turn My Swag on as my daily alarm clock.
I'm trying to think of the song.
How about the big? Turn my swag on.
Oh no, I'm trying. Yeah, that one. What's the other one? So hit it. That's not him, right?
Crank That Soldier Boy.
Crank That Soldier Boy, right?
That's the song.
Hey, relax, bro. Relax, bro.
Wow.
That's the song.
As you can tell, I'm not cultured with the music, so I know
all
the
good.
song. I don't know the damn title, but
Hey, it's all right.
yeah.
That was what was the other song he had?
Kiss Me Through the
Kiss Me
Phone.
Through the Phone.
Oh.
Bro, he invented FaceTime.
He did.
Kiss Me Through the Phone is FaceTime, dog.
FaceTime.
What am I thinking?
A-Rap Money.
A-Rap Money, but I'm thinking of the one.
Showing crazy.
He's like, wow, get out my face.
Oh,
my face.
yeah.
Get out my face.
Okay. I got one.
Like, what was that, 2006? Regardless, Soulja Boy is a pioneer of
You better
internet
make me
rap.
start listening to Soldier Boy again.
Soulja Boy, you know what's funny? Me and my homie were talking about that, and Soulja Boy had on GTA now, there's like a studio session. You can go in the studio. And of course
He's in the game.
Wait, what?
he's not in the game, but he has a PC, so he modded GTA.
Okay.
And so he
Okay.
could be in the studio with other people. Soulja Boy freestyle for like an hour straight.
Motherfuckers in a VR session in
he did, like,
GTA.
the GTA like RP, like the role playing.
exactly.
Okay.
And he freestyled for an hour, and there's at least 40 minutes of that shit that is just fire.
Yo,
It's fire. I was like, who is that? He's like, oh, Soulja Boy. I'm like, ain't no way.
That's crazy.
He's like, he freestyled for an hour. I'm like, I'm not listening to Soulja Boy for an hour. It's like, listen to it. He was absolutely right. It was great, dog.
That's crazy.
gonna have to do that later. All right. Well, as a man of many talents and skills, and you do a lot, right?
I try to.
You have that mentality. You have that drive. Have you ever hit those blocks and not know, like, oh shit, like, what am I doing? How can I pass it?
I hit those blocks all the fucking time. Like, before even shooting the music video, I literally didn't, not music video, the TV show, I didn't know how we were going to do it. I was like, is it going to be like my camera that I shot the 2 videos I just did? I don't know any actors. I've never really written a script before, but I watched videos for years on like how to write scripts and stuff like that. So like when I hit those blocks, it's normally like a time for me to sit down and absorb. And it's the same way when I hit blocks when I'm writing music. Sometimes like, okay, maybe I just got to live a little more life and not try to force it. Because sometimes when you force it, you get like a worse product than if you were to sit and think. So when I hit like physical blocks like that, when I don't know what to do, that's when I have to start asking for help or immediately hit YouTube University or just like immerse myself and study and figure it out. But if I don't have a block like that, then yeah, I guess it's just figuring it out or just take time to myself to think. Because I'd rather have my next move be my best move, which is a corny line, but like I'd rather sit back and make sure I do something right than just get it done. So I feel that's quality over quantity is the most important thing at the end of the day when it comes to creative stuff.
I can spit in knowledge today. For me, like, I'm about to listen to this again and get.
These are just the
This
lessons
is a
that I've
TED Talk
learned.
now. That's what it is.
Like these are just the lessons that I've learned just doing it my way because I've done it the wrong way of working with the rapper guy. I seen it firsthand. I'm like, dog, I would do this, this, and this, but like I can't say nothing because I had no power in the situation. Or even the job I'm at now, I'm like, I'd rather do this, this, and this because this would happen. But people like to do what has worked for them in the past instead of doing what could be. I'm more of a could be type of guy. Like, why can't we do it this way? Even if it's stupid, like we could try it and see if it works or not. Like you don't know until the end product's out there.
It's true.
And I'd rather do it, like I said, the right way or even the stupid way, but it's the way that I think it should be done. But that could be a tricky slope too. Because sometimes you got to take yourself out of it. This sounds like a ramble. But sometimes you got to get out of your head and get confirmation from people you trust. Like some ideas you might have, you're like, this may be a great idea. Let me talk to Tyson and see if it's a good enough idea. Or like, understand who your target audience is. Like the bar for me is my homie Chris. If I go to him, I'm like, this is my idea. What do you think? If he likes it, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm on to something. Because like, at the end of the day, I just want to create dope stuff that the people in my circle fuck with. Like the external validation is really cool, but I also don't know how to handle that shit. Like someone's like, "Oh, your shit's great." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks."
Thanks.
Like I don't know how to react because I don't want it to sound fake. But if someone like y'all like the fact that you said my bar was crazy, that means more to me than if someone's like, "Hey, dog, your bar was crazy." I'm like, "Thanks, man."
Oh, well.
But knowing that you knew me when I was ass at rap. When I was ass at rap, and now you're like, dog, I have to replay that shit to see that. Like, that means more to me. So the bar for me is people close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck with that.
That's good. That was good. All right, I was absorbing.
He's spitting it, bro. He's spitting knowledge. It became a TED Talk, dude. I'm learning
information.
I'm learning from August right now. That's what it is.
But
what other questions y'all got?
What I'm a big fan of music. Again, I'm also a big fan of the cinematography of things. So yes, going over through like your music videos and seeing your directional vision. What are some of your inspirations that you go through when coming up with ideas for like directions for music videos or for the TV show? Obviously, you said like Atlanta and Key and Peele for that, but like. Yep. What other kind of like inspirations do you kind of just go through, or I guess for music as well? Like,
I would say probably the biggest inspiration holistically for me is Donald Glover. Mm-hmm. He's probably the dude I aspire to be because he's doing everything. Yeah. So a lot of his stuff is reflecting in mine, I would definitely say. But in terms of like music videos, it's definitely. I want to come up with original ideas, but a lot of original ideas is something that's already been done plus your spin on it. So like one of my music videos was a play on 500 Days of Summer. 500 Days of Summer, where it was like a split screen and one was expectations versus reality. Mm-hmm. And I literally did that because I thought that was such a powerful moment in the film. Mm-hmm. So a lot of my inspirations definitely comes from things that already been done in film that I really resonate with. I definitely want to do a lot more stuff in like the animation field because I love anime and like cartoons, and just the style of animation itself is such an untapped medium that people think is just for kids and whatnot. But like the artistry that is within animation is nuts. Yeah. Especially when you talk about 90s animation when they had to hand draw everything. Of course. But let me get back to the point. Inspirations. Anime is definitely a big inspiration. Donald Glover's inspiration. Most of the things I like, so like video games and television, so like anything anime related, or I think Scott Pilgrim is a big inspiration for me as well. I love great movie. They're making an anime of it too now.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah, aren't they having all the same voice actors?
The same voice actors from the film are coming back, and
awesome.
That's insane. So yeah, I get inspired by other art at the end of the day.
Of course, it's the best way to do it.
Tarantino's another big one for me too.
Nice. You know, anime.
Stop! Every time I knew damn well that was coming, bro.
What anime problems coming up?
No. Fucked up. What's your favorite anime? Let's just say that. Let him answer.
My favorite anime?
Give your top three. Let's just do top three.
Okay. Currently, I'll say all time because these two got me into it. Of course, the Dragon Ball Z and the Naruto's got to be in there. But in terms of story, I gotta go with like Berserk.
Berserk's good.
Berserk, Attack on Titan. I love Code Geass. I still haven't finished it because I don't want it to end just yet. Steins Gate is fucking incredible. What other stuff I've been watching? There's I like the casual shit of like shonen. So like, of course, the One Punch Mans, the Mob Psycho is incredible. Anything by One is great. Full Metal Alchemist is so great. It's stupid. It's like the perfect story to me in terms of the way it wraps around at the very end. And like, I like stories that. I think a lot of stories do this where they lose everything, but like what they had initially is what they needed to win. Mm-hmm. So like in Full Metal, like he had to lose alchemy, but it was exactly what he had, his whole body. I have way too many favorites, but I would say
that's good.
My favorite three, like the one I know is right, would be like Attack on Titan, Berserk, and I gotta throw probably Naruto in there.
Nice.
But it's because it raised me though, like Naruto and Dragon. I literally watched Dragon Ball Z in Spanish. Didn't know what was going on.
Damn.
It was. I didn't have like cable at the time, so we had Telemundo.
Oh shit.
So I remember we didn't not cable. We didn't have Cartoon Network yet. So we were just scrolling channels and we saw Dragon Ball Z playing in Telemundo, and it was during the Buu saga when Gotenks was fighting Super Buu, and we were like, the fuck is this? Didn't know a word what they were saying, but we were so captured by what was going on that we like watched for hours. And so one day we just got Cartoon Network like, oh, the show is on in English. We can understand it.
I got this.
Binge that. Yu Yu Hakusho is great. Hunter x Hunter is fucking phenomenal as well.
That's a good one.
I feel like I'm saying the most like basic shit like Death Note and stuff like that are great, but like,
but hey,
they're classics.
I mean, no, it's okay. those are all good answers. Love them all. Fantastic. Before you got here, funny enough, Eman and I were in the house. We were, I was on this service that I use to watch anime.
I think I know which one it is.
There's a random button on it because, obviously there's a lot of fucking anime out there, right? Like there's so much because it is just. Like you said, it's not just like, cartoons. Like, it's just another form of
It's a medium. It's a medium.
Yeah, so, like, there's a bunch of different kinds of subgenres inside of the anime thing. So, this website just has, like, a random button. We were just sitting in the kitchen, like, prepping for the show, and I was just, like, hitting the random button, just, like, pulling up just, like, new show after new show after new show. Mm-hmm. Shows we would never, like, even think about watching, because that's the one thing too, and I was telling him it's kind of interesting. It's like with anime, to find a good one, you either need to have the approval of the rest of the world, where everyone is like, oh no, this show is good, you guys gotta check it out. Or you have a homie who's like, hey man, I got a show for you, you might like it, check it out. Because to go on to say like a Crunchyroll or anything like that has it, and seeing the fucking catalog of shows and just being like, I'm gonna pick this one.
It's overwhelming.
Most of the time you pick one, you're like, this shit sucks. Like, this is not what I want to watch. Like, I need
because most of it is what's the category? Isekais. Most of them are isekais, where it's like a person dies and gets reincarnated in a new world.
That's what I literally just told you.
Every season is like 10 shows.
A lot of reincarnations, or a lot of like school dramas, or whatever. So yeah, it's like, yes, there are probably hundreds of other fantastic like animes that are out there, but it's like to randomly stumble upon that one that no one's fucking heard of besides you and the 10 other Japanese people who fucking watch it.
At this point.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't know, because you have to watch so many shit shows to get to that one, and it's like I'd rather just have someone who's like, oh, I haven't watched that show you've watched, like I'll check it out. That show is actually pretty sick, and then you tell other people, then it just becomes that inner circle of everyone has watched this show and it's good, and then it's actually gaining mainstream traction. Yes.
Yeah.
So where like a lot of other people are watching it, and there's the communities that we have now, because I'm sure you can probably find some fucking deep underground anime that, like I said, that's probably good, and you and the 10 other Japanese people that are watching it are probably like, oh, this is the best shit ever. Right, but it's like you gotta
or some shit.
Yeah, you really gotta try to find that. But
it is difficult.
It is.
But I think like another way to find it is like Reddit. There's always gonna be like a subreddit where people are like, you should watch this shit. But then it's not the same as the homie like telling you like, trust me, bro, this is good. Because they know you and they know your type of entertainment.
Again, like I said, right? You can have that Reddit r/anime, and it's like, okay, here's like the new monthly like top animes, and it's like 40 of them I could give 10 shits about. Like I would not watch them, but apparently they're up there as like the 50 best of the month or something. But I don't give a fuck. Like I want to watch this one, and like the two that are up there.
Too.
Yeah, exactly. Or if my homie, like I said, if my homie is just like, hey man, you should watch this. I'm like, cool. I trust you. I'll check it out. Like I'm gonna listen to you. I'll give you a recommendation
right now. Okay. Have y'all watched Monster yet?
Monster?
Yeah, it's on Netflix actually.
Okay.
Monster. It is from one of my favorite manga artists, or mangakas, what they say. And the baseline is, it's a doctor, right? And he is like top of his field. He's about to be promoted to the head of the hospital and whatnot. He's dating the director of the hospital's daughter and whatnot. He's having the perfect life. But there's this one lady who cries at him because when he was given surgery, the director's like, yo, work on this other dude instead of this guy. And the guy died. So he's like, maybe I should start doing it on my own. Like I'm gonna stick to my gut. So the next time it's the like mayor of the city that comes in. He comes in late, but first it's like a little kid. He gets shot in the head. She's like, I'm gonna stick to my gut and I'm gonna save this kid's life, and the other guys can work on the mayor guy. Mayor guy dies. He loses everything because the mayor's going to fund the hospital. His girlfriend breaks up with him, but he's like, at least I can hold faith that this kid is like, he's going to survive and have a great life. This kid is like the reincarnation of Hitler. And it's like, he's a mass murderer.
Okay, I might have to watch this.
He's a mass murderer. His name is Johan, and it's like, it's a mind game now. So the kid grows up and does horrible things, and the doctor figures out, she's like, it's my responsibility to kill this kid.
That's kind of hard.
It is
a good storyline.
Incredible.
That's cool.
He makes only bangers. I just read his manga called Pluto, which is a play on, it's a reimagination of Astro Boy, a specific arc of Astro Boy.
Okay.
This shit was incredible, dog. It's getting an anime this year, so watch out for that too.
Cool.
See, this is what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, Eman's never seen Naruto.
That's what he was trying to get at.
Oh, you never seen Naruto? Come on, you never seen Naruto?
No.
Dog, where was you in 05?
I wasn't watching that kind of stuff. I was watching Family Guy, South Park, and
Oh,
Simpsons.
those are classics too.
Yeah, but I didn't get into anime actually until I think my college.
That's the same with my brother though. He
Yeah,
did the same thing.
and then I went gun ho about it because I got introduced to Death Note first,
classic.
and I was like, "This is great! Like, it was a great way to put out this story." And then someone told me to watch Hunter x Hunter.
Banger as well.
Hunter x Hunter. That's where it's at. That's where it got me fully immersed into the anime world and
If
culture.
only you could have been around the early Toonami days,
I
dog.
know. See, Toonami, I would skip over that. That
was
That was
mandatory.
the part about it because it's
crazy.
at that time I was like, I'm not interested. Let me change it to something else, And then fucking now here I am watching anime till 3 a.m. whatever.
Because it's great, dog. The stories are incredible.
It is.
So. Yeah, Tyson likes to drag me down, or not drag on me when it comes to Naruto.
You can watch it,
bring it
though.
up. Every time until you watch it, I just gotta bring it up.
It's true. It's true. He
like-
told me to watch. He gave me a list with no fillers.
Oh yeah, of course. The
And
anime-
then
yeah.
just watch
That's
those.
way
and
too.
Just get the story out.
At least Naruto Shippuden. I think that's what it was. The first.
Yeah,
no,
like
that's
I
the
said,
second half.
like
Oh,
I
second
told,
half?
I told him, I was like,
Yeah.
just you can just go on YouTube and just Google Naruto story up to Shippuden. Just get a quick synopsis because
But no, he needs to experience the tuning exams, dog.
That's
He needs to
only one
experience
part.
that.
That's only one part.
He also needs to experience Zabuza too.
Okay, it's hard.
this-
It is hard.
You will get into it if you watch. Okay, the first
but
3
Shippuden
episodes is going to be.
is more, I think, up to.
Oh yeah, once he gets to pain.
Yeah, the Shippuden
Itachi
is
Sasuke
what
fight.
really Naruto is when it really it's oh, this is a good show. Even though the original Naruto was still very good,
Very good.
but Shippuden is when it's oh, they got budget now. Things are good and everything is
Yeah.
everything's nice.
Everyone that hears that, they're like, "You haven't watched it? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Get on that train. I'm like, "Oh, okay, sorry."
it's because it's like asking somebody now, have you not watched SpongeBob? It's
That's
in
true.
terms of cartoons out here, everybody's seen SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
knows of it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing with Naruto. It's damn, it's so ubiquitous with anime
Yeah.
that you
It's
expect
fucking
that.
huge.
Yeah.
Or Pokemon and shit. Pokemon's way bigger actually.
They just finished their last episode too.
Yeah, at least with Ash.
Yeah, with Ash. That was crazy.
Had
They
to pour
put the
one
original
out.
theme song. That's crazy.
I didn't watch it. I was like, this is gonna be a little too much for me.
Oh, pretty cool.
I heard Team Rocket broke up.
I didn't watch. I watched the clips that came out on Twitter.
That's what I saw. I saw Team Rocket break up. I'm like, yeah, I can't watch this. It's literally my childhood going away. I can't do it.
I have one last question I wanted to ask you
What's
before
up?
we wrap up. So I know how you were kind of saying, you want to get into doing animation for things and stuff for the future and stuff, and this goes way back to a point you made of Soulja Boy doing his raps in GTA. What do you, if you want to provide any information, what do you see as the future of producing art, and what steps do you want to take into to stand out outside of just being oh, I'm just gonna put my music out here, or I'm just gonna direct a video? What do you want to do in the future, or what do you see as a potential turning point in the future to making new and better work?
I would say that's probably the one thing I ain't got the answer to. Only because I know myself, I'm still grasping for straws, and so I don't even have a foothold yet. But I know that everybody was on the blockchain, everybody was on the crypto. We're gonna put our music out there digitally, and people can own it. But I'm there's not enough fan base for me to even do that.
Yeah.
I need all my shits because I got a little fan base as is. So the next steps, at least for me, in terms of both film and stuff, is just getting myself out there and being physically there. I think people undervalue physical presence and being somewhere physically. I know we're so enwrapped into like the digital age and putting things digitally and like living digitally in the metaverse and all that. But I think people really do underappreciate, undervalue like being in a space where you don't even have your phone, when you're like so engrossed in what's going on in the present that you just forget about digital stuff. Like when you go to a concert, I know most people pull their phones out, but like the moment you put your phone back and you get back into it, it's like the best moment. Yeah. Or even when you're like kicking with homies and realize, damn, like 3 hours have passed. I didn't even know it's been like we're here for time. Exactly. Yeah. Like I want to provide that type of experience physically. I know the next generation is very much a digital generation, but I think how a pendulum swings one way, it's going to swing back the other way. Like how motherfuckers have vinyl tapes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Back when we were rocking like CDs, like nobody has a CD anymore, but I'm pretty sure that's going to swing back. So I think being ahead of that curve too is a smart play.
That's a beautiful way to end, brother. I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the physical media as well, even though it's tough in this digital world. But I do feel physical is always it's always nice. So it's a breath of fresh air for physical things in this digital world, because the digital world can be too much sometimes.
A lot of the times.
Yes, but Mr. August Notorious AUG, thank you so much for coming.
Sincerely, dog. Thank y'all for having me.
It was amazing having you. Amazing talking to you. Yeah, we're really excited to see where the future holds for you, and yeah, man, I'm excited to see what you got cooking. So
the future holds for us. We're gonna have some conversations, man.
Of course,
the
man.
future holds for
Let us know when that pilot gets on, and if you want to put us in the background, I'll be more than happy to just be in the back.
Right.
Listen, y'all be the first to know when it goes out.
Oh, perfect.
And if we get green lit for another thing.
Say less.
That's what I love to hear, man.
Listen,
but no, for real though, really, really happy and excited for you, man. Now, I'll let you take the moment to, give any shout-outs, put your plugs in. This is your time to just do what you need to do, man.
Yeah. All right,
we'll shut up.
You can find me on all social media at Notorious AUG. You can find me on YouTube for August Jefferson, because I can't change that, so that's my fucking government name. You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, all that at August period. You can normally follow that up with North. It's my most acclaimed song, NORF. And just find me around Long Beach, Lakewood, Bellflower, LA, just all around LA. I'm just trying to move more, so you can see me physically, probably at your local pizza shop.
I love it, man. Okay, E-Man, you're up.
Well, you heard it first. Go follow August on literally everything, because he's doing big moves, he's doing big things. And again, brother, thank you for coming on to the pod.
Thank you for having me,
spitting a bunch of knowledge, and just like, it was great. It was a great conversation, and honestly, like, I can't wait to see what you do, and I'm definitely we're definitely gonna keep in touch with
1,000%
all the future endeavors. So, thank you again, brother. Like I always tell all our guests, you're gonna make it because we know you're gonna make it. Or you're on this because we know you're going to make it. Sorry, I already fucked it up.
Hey, man. That's why the AIs can't get you.
There it is. They never know my next move. That's what it is.
Don't put your blinker on. They can't know your next move, man.
But other than that, bro, thank you again. Hit me up on Instagram, @EmanelSnap. Everything else, I don't want you to find.
Yeah.
Of course, you guys, make sure you guys go check out the show at Too Good For You Pod. That's the number 2, good, the number 4, and the letter U pod. It's on all of our socials, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever this is in the podcasts, we're up there. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like, all that good, fun shit. I don't know. Just go to the Instagram. There's a link in the bio. You know how link in bios work, so just go ahead and do that. Patreon.com/TooGoodForYouPod. $5 supports the show. Find me on my Instagram, Iron Shogun. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Peace. Watch Naruto.
There you go.